Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Cam's Life 12, and I'm back with another one. But before we begin, go ahead and head over to Instagram right there. Follow me on Instagram, Cam's Life 12. We're ready to do big things this year. Go ahead and head outside and get y'all this 5 must-have mods for your Lancer. Excuse my Lancer. Once again, it is a beater, so don't worry about it. So recently, I went to Facebook forum for people to list 5 must-have mods. So I'm gonna quickly read those off to you and then go into depth with the top 5 mods that were reoccurring. I would put the exact responses on the video, but I don't want people to like take offense to me posting their names and stuff since it was on Facebook. I mean, I know it is a public social media platform, but you know how that goes. So the first person to reply actually said, suspension, wheels, exhaust, steering wheel, and seats. The reason you want these 5 mods is because you want something on your car that will turn heads and gain attention. That's actually pretty wise, because for a while, I only had rims and the RGB lights on the Lancer. If you go back through the page, you'll see plenty of videos on that, explaining everything about this car before I pretty much let it go downhill. The next person to reply on my post said, if I had to get 5 more things right now, there would be an Evo steering wheel, Evo gauge cluster, Evo seats, bodywork, and wrap, and a carbon fiber hood. After that, we had someone say bags and wheels. That's it. It's a Lancer. CVT transmission is trash. Pretty much do little body stuff and nice paint, call it a day, because these cars are not fast. I agree with them. Then we had someone after that talking about finding a cheap rally art with the broken SST and take it to Cosmic. I'm pretty sure that's a tuning shop, and get a tune with a few bolt-ons, call it a day. After him, we had someone say bumper lights, as in head and tail lights, interior lights, rims, tint. Sounds like my car. And last but not least, because I don't want to bore you guys with reading all these comments, one guy said, if we're talking about a base model right now out the gate, I would say window tint, wheels, lip, wing if there's not one, upgrade all lighting inside and outside, then intake exhaust with a tune. That actually doesn't sound too bad, but I'm not doing that till this car's 160,000 miles. It's gonna just ride until the wheels fall off. So out of that list I mentioned to you, I put together my top 5 that I kind of gathered from them guys. The first most common theme, if you haven't or if you listen to, would be the rims/wheels. Everyone keeps saying that you need to put rims, wheels, new tires on these Lancers. It does set it off. What I actually had on this Lancer before I got rid of them were the XXR 525s, I believe. And they were poking out real well. I'm gonna include some pictures and maybe some other clips when I had the car on those rims. What I would do for my number 2-ish would probably be the code intake and tune. I mean, these cars aren't fast cars. It's not a Evolution or Evo. It's not meant to keep up. Honestly, in this day and age right now, this is a gas saver that many people wish they would have because it's the 4-cylinder, and you know how that is. But yeah, I would go with the cold air intake with the tune, because you don't want to just throw the cold air intake on there. And after the cold air intake, depending on where you live, I would say go ahead and put you some tint on your car. I've had this tint on here for, I got this car in 2015, so 7 years. And that's the only scratch that's occurred, and that was my fault, I think. Don't mind the baby seat. Another solid point that I saw was the interior and exterior lights. Factory interior lights on these cars are trash. I went ahead and put LED bulbs in mine. I have done a video on that as well. If you just scroll through the channel, you'll find it. Click on other videos you may like. And then also, I had the XK Glow front lights that had the RGB lights that would change. You could control it from your phone, but those kept burning out on me. So now I just have your basic stock LED lights, which, like I said, they get the job done. This car isn't here to do anything wild. It's just simple, straight to the point, give me point A to point B until I do get that project. But my last thing that I probably would do for this car is the system. As you can see, my system is out. I've probably had at least 5 different setups in this car, from subs, amps, doors, head units, but I've kind of went my separate ways in terms of the bass community. I want to get more into racing. So that's what my fifth would be, is the sound system. Yes, the Rockford Fosgate is cool and all, but after a while you get tired of it. So why not upgrade that if you can do it, or if you can afford it. I did most of this myself. I wired the whole car myself. The only thing I did not do was the big 3 upgrade, which this guy in the area named Jeff, he's good with that type of stuff, custom woodworking, everything, anything, you name it, he can do it. But I don't want to bore you anymore with this boring basic car. That is my 5 things that I would do on top of the 5 things that other people said are must-have mods. Camps Life 12, I'm out.